Hello my lovelies, my name is Maddie and welcome to Let's Talk About, a little web series I've created to express my opinions about stuff and also for you to express your opinions about stuff down in the comments below, or even make a video yourself and post it as a link. So to be an optimist, according to Google, is to be hopeful and confident about the future. So a little backstory, last year I decided I wanted to be optimistic about my life and everything I do in it, which in hindsight was one of the hardest things I've ever decided to do. But it has changed me for the better in so many ways. In the beginning of my becoming an optimist journey, I would often think negative thoughts. I would think, my gosh, there's still 20 minutes left of class. And then I would correct myself and say, no, there's only 20 minutes left of class. So I ended up correcting myself a lot, and when I did that I thought I was wrong, when in reality I was doing it right. Because when you start something new you have to practice. You can't just jump into it and do everything right. You have to practice and learn how to do it. And honestly, that's the best way to become an optimist and be optimistic in your life, is to correct yourself on the things you're being pessimistic about. So if you've just started the journey of becoming an optimist, or you want to be more optimistic in your life and you are having these negative thoughts, don't worry too much about it, just correct yourself as you go along, replace the negative with the positive, and it will come easily after enough practice. I saw a post on Tumblr that I really liked, and it goes like this: I was always taught by my mother that the first thought that goes through your head is what you've been conditioned to think. What you think next defines who you are. I think this is really important in becoming optimistic to remember. Now, we are all incredibly different, raised by different parents, raised in different cultures, raised with different religions and values. But no matter how different we are, we all have our bad days. So because we are all different, we're gonna deal with our bad days differently. So I've gone ahead and collected a few tips that help me on my bad days, and I'm hoping this will help you create your own list of things that help you on your bad days, or maybe you're like me and these tips help you. So the first thing I do on my bad days is remind myself that I can start fresh at any time. I don't even have to wait for tomorrow. I can say, I want to start fresh in 1 minute. 1 minute later, bam! I forget all the bad things that happened that day and I start to think about all the good, positive things that can happen. Number 2, if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, then I get my butt back up in bed, roll around a couple of times, get back up, and try to be more positive. The third thing I do is accept the bad days, accept the bad things that happen, and use them as motivation to keep going on the good days. Number 4 is I exercise. Whenever I'm feeling down or blue, I'll play Just Dance or I'll go to the gym. Honestly, anything. Going to play tennis or softball, anything helps. Just getting outside and moving helps so much on those bad days. The 5th thing I like to do on a bad day is read a feel-good book. The 6th thing I like to do on my bad days is take some me time. I like to take a long shower, shave my legs, use a sugar rub, paint my nails, maybe wear pants, eat some chocolate. Everything that calms me and relaxes me and just makes me appreciate where I am, who I am, me. Number 7 helps me so often, and on some of my bad days I really like to dedicate myself to others. I like to go out and help other people as much as I can. Using your abilities to help somebody that doesn't quite have those abilities is something amazing that just makes you feel awesome. Number 8, this is what I do when I'm just having one of those sucky days where none of this can help me out, and I just lay on my floor and listen to music. Sometimes I cry, but sometimes you need to cry, and I just lay there and listen to music. And like I said, these are the tips I like to do when I'm not having a good day. So use my list to adjust yours, or if you're totally different from me, make up your own list. Just figure out things you can do on your bad days so you don't end up doing things you would regret in the future. Now, becoming optimistic is really hard, but really all you have to do is focus on what you're saying. If you're anything like myself, you're talking to yourself a lot throughout the day. Not always out loud, but definitely in your head. And keeping these thoughts positive and, optimist friendly is super important to becoming more positive about yourself. So I would recommend switching up these words. Instead of saying something like, there's still 20 minutes, use, there's only 20 minutes. Instead of saying, this is too hard, say, this may take some time and effort. Instead of saying, just do it without me, say, let's combine our ideas. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, say, what am I missing? Instead of saying, plan A didn't work, try saying, good thing there's 25 more letters in the alphabet. You really have to practice these positive words and positive thinking to become optimistic for yourself and towards other people. Once you change that negative way of thinking, so many doors will open for you. As Tadashi from Big Hero 6 says, shake things up. Use that big brain of yours to think your way out. Look for a new angle. So you may be wondering at this point, is it really worth it to go through all that work and all that change just to become more optimistic? In my own experience, it is most definitely worth it. Being optimistic isn't always about being happy. It's taking what the world throws at you and saying, I'm not going to let this get me down. And to me, being able to think that way is so worth it. So I hope this video helped you, whether you're trying to be more optimistic in your life or you're trying to get tips to help somebody else be optimistic in their life. If you liked the video, you know the drill. Do it all down below and don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this throughout the week. I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Tell me what you think of the couch. I think this is my new thinking couch. You know, serious stuff is gonna happen on this couch.